ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णा प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्णा चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य तोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थेषुभिज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत् सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमय यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनस्य भद्रं भजतादधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्यहेतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 11, Chapter number 6, verse number 32. So we read how Brahma, he has arrived in Dwarka along with the Devas. Then he recited very beautiful prayers along with the Devas. Then he went into the sky and spoke to Bhagavan and basically told him that the purpose for which he had appeared has been accomplished. So he can now return back to his abode. And then Bhagavan, he answered to him And he says, yes, I have done what you had asked me. I have removed the earth, burden of the earth. But still something is remaining, and that is about his dynasty, Yaduvamsa. It says they are very powerful and they can cause trouble. So I have to also withdraw them. Samhritya. Yada samhritya driptanam yadunam viplam kulam gantasmi anena lokoyam udvelaina vinakshati. So then he said that we did this, right? We studied these verses. We start with 32, right? So then Sri Sukdev, he speaks. Purushottam Prabhu, you have something to say?
I have a question about the last verse, 31. He said Naso Adarsanam. So Adarsanam he's taking meaning as a Niguda, basically, right? Or you can say Aprakat. But then how did he arrive that as a Dwarka? Because in the other way he says it, I will come Tau Bhavanam Yasyami. So I thought he was Tau referring to Brahma. And here he says Vaikuntha Sutarupena. So that's not clear to me.
Because Vaikuntha Sutta is inside him. So there he will go up and Krishna will remain in Dwarka.
But I thought Bhavanam refers to Brahma Loka. You say Tau Bhavanam.
Yeah, I will cross through that. You will go to Vaikuntha, which is within this material world. So I will pass through that.
So what he refers to Sutrupena then?
Vaikuntha.
He refers to
Yeah, Vaikuntha.
Vaikuntha Sut.
Yeah, Vaikuntha Sut is Vaikuntha. That is the Vaikuntha is also name of the Lord of Vaikuntha. Is also called Vaikuntha.
Yes.
So Vaikuntha Sut is Vaikuntha. That is the Vishnu form which is in the Vaikuntha, which is within the material world.
But then again he said Tat Uprigam Vaikuntam Ashyan.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, that he will go to Brahmaloka and then go above that to his Vaikuntha Loka.
Oh, okay.
That's what he's saying. That's why I said that he will pass through that. That is.
Brahmaloka is also referred to as a Vaikuntha basically in one sense.
No. Why are you saying it? Where is it referred to as Vaikuntha?
Well, I thought you said Brahma, it goes through, passes the Brahmaloka.
Yeah, just like you go to one place, if you go to Delhi, you pass through Chattikara. Because it's on the way. So you'll go there.
Okay. Thank you.
Mohini.
I don't understand why it is said that the Yadavas can cause trouble and they have to be removed because they are dharmic and they are also Vaishnavas like Arjuna. So why are they causing troubles? I mean, you gave the explanation that because he is the master of earth, he is removing the ornaments from the earth. So, but that is in the sense, it's in a positive sense, but is this also understood in a negative sense that the Yadavas can cause trouble? Because causing trouble means for me to harass people and like this.
Yeah, it is possible. It is there when somebody has power, then it is possible. Just like they went, just like Krishna's sons went and they made fun of the sages. So how was it possible? Now you can say, well, that was will of Krishna. You can say. But it happened, whether it is will or not will. So Sri Sukha Vacha, Sri Sukdev said, Ityukto Lokanathena Swambhu Pranipatyatam saha devaganairdeva swadhama sambapadyata. So Sukdev said that in this way, ityukto lokanathena, Lokanath means Krishna, when Krishna spoke like this to Brahma, then he bowed down to him, and then along with the devas, devaganair, deva swadhama padyata. And Brahma is also deva, so he who is deva, along with other devas, he went to his own abode, Swadhama. So there is no commentary on this. Ath tasyam mahotpatan dvarvatyam samuthitan vilokya bhagavanaha yadu vriddhan samagatan. So at that time, great calamities started happening in Dwarka. Mahotpat, troubles, various types of trouble. Maybe some natural calamities, El Nino started coming. Temperature increasing, big waves, storm, Ulkapat, some meteor dropping down. So Mahautpatas happening in Dwarka. So Bhagavan, he observed this, and then he called the elderly Yadus, and he spoke to them. So Mahautpatan Bhagavat Ichcha eva avrabhutan. So these great calamities, how did they happen? Same question, how can calamity happen in abode of Bhagavan? So he says, by his will only. Because it is said, Muni Vasa Nivase Kim Ghateta Arishta Darshanam iti uktas. Because it is said that Muni Vas Nivas Kim Ghateta Arishta Darshanam, that how can there be something untowardly or unpleasant activity happen where Krishna is present. Manivas Nivas means who is the residence of the sages. So that can only happen by his will. Tatra tad asad bhavat. Because it says that these things are not possible because Bhagavan himself was physically present. This was spoken in relationship with Akrura. When Akrura left with the Syamantak Mani to Kasi, right, Satrajita had that. So he took the gem and he went. So at that time it is described that some calamities started happening in Dwarka. And the explanation was given because that gem was taken away. Wherever that gem was there, then nothing bad will happen. So then he says, how is it possible when Krishna himself is present there? Muni vas nivasekim ghateta arishta darshanam. So it is by will of Bhagavan. So then Bhagavan, he called the Yadavas, had counselors meeting, GBC meeting, called them that we have to do something. So Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, Bhagavan said, Ete vai sumahotpata yattushtanti subrata samvarta or subrata sarvasaha sarvataha sarvata or sarvasa, two readings are there. Sapaschana kulasya asit brahmanebhyo duratyayah. So he said that all these calamities are happening here all around, and this is because our dynasty, our family has got the curse of the Brahmanas, which is duratya, means it cannot be counteracted. So we have curse of the Brahmanas which we cannot undo, and because of that various ill omens, calamities are happening here. Na vastavyam iha asmabhir जिजीविषुभिर आर्यकाः प्रभासं सुमहत् पुण्यम यास्यामो अद्य वेवमाचिरम. So what is to be done? If you are in a place which is on fire and you cannot put off the fire, then what do? You run away from there. If you can put off the fire, that is good, then you can stay there. But if you cannot put off the fire, then you save your life. So this curse we cannot counteract, and therefore the effect of curse is coming now. So we should go out to some place. So therefore it says, Na vastavyam iham iha asmabhi. We should not reside here anymore. And we should, if we jiji vishubhir aryaka, because we have desire to live. If we don't have desire to live, then it is fine. So where shall we go? We should go to Prabhas. Prabhas is a holy place. Therefore it says, Saham sumahat punyam prabhasam yasyama. And when shall we go there? It says, Adya eva. So subhasya shigram. If there's something good is to be done, do it immediately. Why delay it? People say, well, we will do bhakti in the next life. So why not now itself? If you think it is good, then why wait for it? So if it is good to not be here and go to Prabhas, then let's move immediately. So it says Machiram, that no need to delay in it. So asmabhiriti tesham svasamyam eva nirdishtam. So they are described equal to himself when he is saying asmabhi, by us. So he is including himself in that. Means he is as if he is saying that just like you are troubled by this curse, I am also troubled, so we should all go away from here. Tatra jijivishubbhiriti atmavadeva tesam utpat nirasanam abhripretam. And we are all jijivishu, we all want to continue to live, we don't want to die, so therefore we should move out of this place. And therefore he says that utpat nirasanam abhipretam, that just like they want to be free from this utpata, from all these calamities, he also wants to be free from that. Tatra vyaj matram prabhasam ityatra. So he says this is just a vyaj matra, this is a pretext. On this pretext he wanted to take them from that place to Prabhas and make them fight and then leave. Because death is not possible in Dwarka. So therefore he says, Mangal Rupayam Swapuriyam Amangal Anukaranam api ma bhut iti abhiprayakam cha. So he says Dwarka is... Yes.
You are reading Kram Sandarbha, not Vishwanath.
Okay. Thank you. Prabhasam Man nitya parikarair vishishta eva Dwarka sada virajatu Teshu pravishtam devan eva yadav rupan alakshitam tebhya sakashat yog balena niskasya prabhasam nitva tatraiva tan mayaya mausal sangramam prapaya swargam prasthapya vikuntha-sutadi swarupo hamapi vakunthadi dhamani yasyami. So now what was the real purpose behind this Prabhas Leela, this Maushal Leela? That earlier in the first chapter of 10th canto, when Brahma went to pray to Kshirodakshai Vishnu, then he got the message from him. And there it was said that Bhagavan himself will come on earth. And the order was also given to Devas that they should also go and take birth on earth. So these Devas appeared here, and they are also within the associates of Bhagavan. So this is something like two-in-one personality. Just like Pradyumna is an eternal associate, he is one of the Chaturvyuha. But earlier we said that he is also Kamadeva. So means Kamadeva is also in him. So similarly many devas, they were within the associates of Krishna, Krishna's family members, who are eternal. So now it is time to separate them so that the devas can go back to their own place and the eternal associates become aprakat, unmanifest, as Dwarka will become unmanifest. So how to do it? So he brings them to Prabhas and makes them fight. They start quarreling and they fight and they kill each other. So that killing was separating them. Killing means that the eternal associates become unmanifest and the devas, they go to their own respective place. That's what was done. And since there is no death in Dwarka, because it is abode of Bhagavan, so it has to be done outside. Even this separation, although there was really no death. So therefore he says that Dwarkas man nitya parikarair visishta eva Dwarka sada virajatu. That Dwarka, which is accompanied by my parikaras, my associates, let it continue to exist. Teshu pravishtam devan eva yadav rupana lakshitam tebhya sakashat yog balena prabhasam nivasya. So Deva, we who are in the form of Yadavas, they are not visible, so they have entered into his parikara. Tesu pravishtan means parikaresha, parvishtan. So he is going to take them out by yoga bala, by his yogic power. Prabhasam nitva tatreva tan maya mosal sangramam prapaya swargam prasthapya. And they will be taken to Prabhas, and by his Maya, this Leela will be shown that they will fight and kill each other. So this is the Mausal Leela. And this is how the curse of the Brahmanas will become manifest. So Swargam Prasthapya, they will be established in their Swarga, and he will also become unmanifest in Dwarka. But the other avtaras who are inside him, like Vaikuntha Sutta, son of Vaikuntha, whose name is Vaikuntha, he will go up. This is what was described, which Purushottam Prabhu was asking. So Vaikuntha Sutadi Swarupo Ahamapi Vakunthadi Dhamani Yashyami. So all other forms which belong to the different Vaikunthas, they will go to their own respective places. Purn Swarupena tu saparikaro aham dwarkayam sada eva yasyami eva iti bhagwan manogatam geya. But he, in his original form of Krishna, he will eternally be remaining in Dwarka along with the family members, associates. So this is, he says, is the intended sense of Bhagavan, Bhagavan Manogatam. What is he actually thinking? Although he is saying something that we should not stay here, we should go there. But the purpose is this. This is the internal sense. Externally, one story is being told. So various ways of explanations are done. So those who believe that he is not God, they will say, look, he also fought, he is my family member. So there is masala for them also. And for devotees, one understanding is there. Those who say body is temporary, vairagya, then this is described, look, even he has to give up the body. So don't be attached to it. Those who believe in karma marga, for them, look, they did a they had bad karma because they went and made fun of the sages, so they got the result of their karma. Karma did not leave them also. Even Bhagavan is under the law of karma. Because those who believe in karma, for them everybody is under the law of karma. So therefore one story can be interpreted at different levels by different paths and followers of different paths. Karma yogi, jnana yogi, bhakti, other yogis. Yogis will say that, look, he is a Yogeshwara, nothing happened to him. So, different ways of seeing the same thing. And then everybody can fight with each other. But no, it is not like this and it is not like that. So everybody has got material in Shastra to have faith in their process. Otherwise, if everything is just black and white, then you will only have one path. Then you say, look, it is very clearly written. So those who believe in karma, for them also there is material to believe in it. So in the Vedas also, then you will say it is Arthavad. This is all Parokshavad. So yatra snatva daksha shapat grihito yakshmano durat vimuktaha kilvishat sadyo bheje bhuyah kalodayam. So what is the greatness of Prabhas Kshetra? So this is also for people who follow Varnashram Dharma. So importance of holy place. Then they go to different holy places, do parikrama, take bath. So he says Prabhas is very important. So why? Because once moon god, he was cursed by Daksha. Daksha is his father-in-law. So father-in-law cursed son-in-law. Why he cursed him? Because he has 27 daughters of Daksha married to him. These 27 nakshatras are there. So they are the daughters of Daksha Prabhu. But he was not treating them equally. He was favoring Rohini nakshatra. So then the other daughters, they went and complained to the father. And father is actually father. He is powerful. So he cursed him without thinking that what are you doing? So then moon god, he became infested with tuberculosis, TB. So then he became weak. Like you've seen TB patients, they become very weak. So then he told him, what are you doing? Now all the 27 will suffer. Because if the husband is sick, then wife also is not going to get a kick. So Daksha got a kick by making him sick. But the wife and daughter said that, what is this? We complain to you, but not that you make our husband sick. So then moon, he prayed to him that, please don't do this. So he says, I cannot take my curse back. You go and take bath in Prabhas. So he came to Prabhas and took bath there. And there his TB was cured. So that's why in India many times people have sickness, they go and take bath in holy place instead of going to the hospital. Because in the olden time diseases were cured by taking bath. So there is one temple in Rajasthan where they offer that Seth Samaria Seth temple. So they offer their mustard oil in tons, and the belief is that if you take that oil and apply on your skin, if you have a skin disease goes away. But you cannot bring the oil from there, otherwise people will make business. So you have to go there. So like that. So he says that's why we should go there. Sadhya bheje bhuya kalodayam. So after he took bath there, then immediately he became rejuvenated. His TB was cured. So this is to show the power of the holy place and why we are going there. So tatracha no, again I'm reading. Yakshmana rogena grihito api yatra snan matram kritva tasmad dukhad vimukta kalavriddhim bheje. So although he was infested or he was suffering from the yakshma, this TB disease, but there simply taking a dip, he became cured and he became healthy. He got all his potency back. Vayam cha tasmin aplutya tarpiyatva pitrin suran bhojitva ushijo vipran nana gunavata andhasa teshu danani patreshu shraddhyaptva mahanti vai vrijinani tarishyamo danair nobhirvarnavam. So he says, therefore we will also go there and take a dip and we'll do tarpana to forefathers, make an offering of water to them and also to the devas. And then we are going to give very nice food to the brahmanas, which has various nice flavors, taste, qualities. Nana gunvatan. No, those are brahmanas. Brahmanas who have very nice qualities. We will satisfy them with food. So food is very important. Give food to anybody, nice food, he becomes satisfied. And then we will give them danani patreshu sadhyapto mahantivai. We will give them charity also. And these are patre, these are qualified people. So when the charity is given to these qualified people, then it is just like sowing a seed of good karma. So then what will happen? By doing that our sins will be cleared. Then we will transcend all these sins. And danair nobhiri varnavam. So just like you can cross an ocean by a ship, like that we will ride on the ship of charity and we will cross over. Like sometimes they say that if you give a cow in charity, then you will cross that Virja river or whichever river by catching the tail of the cow. Cow will come, you catch the tail and she will take you to the other side. So here also they say that you just sit in the ship and happily cross the ocean of, what is the ocean? Ocean of sins. So punya will take you to the other side of the sin. You will be in the happy loka. So Ushijaha Kamniyan. Usija means desirable, nice food, well prepared with nice smell, nice taste. So Andasa Annena, and food grains will also be there, not just some salad is there and juice. That's not enough. So Brahmana likes sweets. So Brahmana bhojana priya. Brahmanas are very attached to eating nice food. सोप्त्वा यथा क्षुक्षेत्रे बीजमुक्तं बहुफलं भवति तथा दानं सत्पात्रे इति द्योतयति. So the example of the seed is given, just like you plant a seed in the earth, then it grows into a tree and it gives many fruits. It's not that one seed gives one tree and one fruit, many. So similarly, charity, you do one, from one charity various fruits will come and you will become free from all suffering. Sri Sukha Vacha. Sukdev Goswami speaks then. Evam Bhagavata Adishta Yadavaha Kulanandana Gantum Kritadhiyas Tirtham Sandanan Samyujan. So he says that in this way, O Kulanandana or Kurunandana, all the Yadavas, when they were ordered by Bhagwan, they decided to go to this Tirtha, Prabhasa, and they prepared their chariots. So they are going to go to there by the chariots. Tanniriksha Uddhavo Rajan Srutva Bhagavato Ditam Drishtva Rishtani Ghorani Nityam Krishna Manubrataha Viviktaya Upsangamya Jagatam Ishwareshwaram Pranamya Sirshapadau Pranjalistam Abhasata. So when Uddhava saw all this, O king, and when he heard the order of Bhagwan, what he has said, then he also realized that some bad omens were coming. And he was always very much devoted to Krishna. So when all this happened and they came there to Prabhasa, so they were all busy preparing food, taking bath, giving charities, doing yajna, etc. all this. And Krishna was very aloof from all this because he knew what is going to happen. So he was sitting under a banyan tree in a very meditative mood because he is going to change everything now. So at that time, Uddhava, he saw Bhagavan in this lonely or solitary place, who is Jagatam Ishwaram, the Lord of the universe. So he came and he bowed down to his feet, and then with joined palms he spoke to him as follows. So Uddhava approaches Bhagavan Krishna and poses certain questions to him. There is no commentary on this. So now from here onward we will see how there will be a very nice dialogue between Krishna and Uddhava. Uddhava is going to ask questions and Krishna will reply. So this is what is called Uddhava Gita. So very beautiful instructions of Krishna on karma, on yoga, on bhakti, Gyan Marg. So more detailed than Bhagavad Gita. So Uddhava Vacha, Uddhava spoke or asked, Deva Devesha Yogesha Punya Sravana Kirtana Sandhitye Tatkulam Nunam Lokam Santyakshate Bhavan Viprasapam Samarthopi Pratyahanna Yadishvaraha. So he said that, O Deva Devesha, O Lord of the Devas, Yogesha, Master of Yoga, and Punya Shravana Kirtana, you whose name, qualities form when you hear about them or glorify them, you become purified. So he says, now I know that you certainly are going to withdraw this dynasty and then you are going to give up this earth. So he understood. Uddhava is the only one who understood this. All other people did not. So they are busy doing their charity work. And he says that although you are capable of counteracting the curse of the Brahmanas, but you have not done that. Why? Because now you want to withdraw this dynasty and yourself from earth. So therefore you are not doing it. Devanam api deva brahmadaya tesham api isha. So deva isha. So Brahma is the deva of the deva and you are the isha, you are master of him also. So that is devesha. Dev karyam brahma prarthitam cha tvaya sarvam sampaditam iti bhava. So why is addressing him as devasha? So this is to indicate that Devadeva is Brahma and you are his master and he has approached you with a request to remove the burden of the earth and you have done that. So that's why he is addressing him as Devesa. And na kevalam etad artham eva avtirnatvam abhu. किंतु दुर्वितर्क विचित्र रसमय रूप गुण चरित्र प्रकाशनया भक्त जन आनंदार्थमपि इत्याह योगेश. So he is commenting on these names why Uddhava has addressed him as Devesha Yogesha. So Yogesha, he says that you did not appear on earth simply to remove the burden of earth, but you also appear to give Ananda to your devotees. How did you give them Ananda? He says by performing your wonderful activities in which you have manifested your great character, your beauty and very pleasurable activities which are beyond logic, durvitarka. Like killing Putna when he was just on the chest of drinking milk from Mother Yashoda, 7 days old. So you manifested and this increases the bliss. So therefore he calls him as Yogesha. Yaduktam, as it is described, yan marta lila apekam sayog maya balam darshayata grihitam. So you have manifested this form by your yoga maya and this is suitable for performing your human-like pastimes, marta lila apekam. Janishyamana janta nistarartham api tyaha punya shravana kirtana. The third address which Uddhava makes to Krishna is punya shravana kirtana. So punya shravana kirtana means that by reciting your activities, qualities, etc., one becomes purified. So he says this you are doing for those people who will take birth after you are gone. When you are present, you increase the bliss of your devotees by performing all these wonderful activities which are beyond logic. But what about the people who will come later on after you are gone? So he says these activities themselves will purify them. So that's why he says you manifested this wonderful form. Ateva tvadiya sarva vidhir vidhitsatasya nispadatvat idanim imam lokam santakshate. So therefore he says that whatever you wanted to do, you have completed that. Means you have fulfilled the desire of Brahma, you have given bliss to your devotees, and you are leaving also your pastime, your activities for the future generations to come. So these were your 3 wishes and they have been accomplished. So now you leave this place. Nunam vitarke. The word nunam is used in vitarka, possibility. Bhavan antardhashyati iti tarkayami. So he is making a conjecture that I think now that you are going to leave the earth. Punya iti no kincha shap nivartakam prabhasa snanam updasasi. He says, why are you now giving this instruction to take bath in the Prabhas Kshetra, which is going to make them free from Shapa? Kim tvad darshanadabi Prabhas snanam adhikam bhavet. He says, is it that having your darshan is not enough and taking bath in the Prabha Kshetra is more powerful than having your darshan? Is this the thing you are saying? Viprashapa esham ma phalam itu phalatu iti tav manogate satyapi kim shapa prabhavitum shaknuyat. He says, even if you just think in your mind that let the curse of the Brahmanas not apply to these Yadavas, you think the curse will apply to them? No, it will not. Tasmat tavatra antardhitsa eva drishyate. So from this I can make an inference that you wish to now become unmanifest. So Uddhava is intelligent and he studied Nyaya. He is disciple of Brihaspati. Brihaspati was also Nayayika. So he is making anuman that from this your behavior I can make an anuman that you are going to leave now. Yat yatah samarthopi bhavan viprashapam na pratyahan na prahitvan. And that's why, although you are capable of counteracting the curse of these Brahmanas, but you have not done that. So from that I can understand that you wish to leave now. Naham tvangri kamlam kshanardhamapi keshava tyaktum samutsahe natha swadhama nayamamapi. So now he is speaking his heart's desire, because this is the last opportunity. If he disappears, then what will happen? So he is worried. So he says that, O Keshava, I cannot give up the company of your lotus feet even for half a moment. It is not possible. So what shall I do? Krishna asks. He says, please take me also along with you. Generally, somebody is dying, you cannot request him that I also come with you. Right? Even if you die along with another person, still you go separately. But Krishna is not dying, that's why he says you are leaving. So don't leave me alone and leave by yourself. I come with you. That is his request. So Bhagavan also will think about it. So nanu ishvaroham yathechhami tatha karomi tena tav kimiti chet tatrahnam. So Krishna says, or at least Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur comments like that. He says, look, I am Ishvara. I am Bhagavan. Ishvara means I am capable of doing whatever I would like to do. And therefore I will do what I will to do. What is your problem? Why are you tagging along with me? I don't want to counteract the curse. I don't want to counteract. It's my wish. So what's your problem? Why are you imposing your thing on me? So he says, my problem is this. So then he tells his problem. He says, my problem is that I cannot live without you. So therefore, what is the solution? Very simple. I don't have to say the solution. If I cannot live without you and you want me to live, then I live with you. So don't leave without me. Tab vikriditam Krishna nirnam param mangalam karna piyusham asvadya tyajanti anyaspriham jana. So he says that, O Krishna, your activities, your play, your pastimes, they are supremely auspicious for human beings. And those who relish this nectar through their ears, they give up all other desires. Anyaspriham. So this is the antidote for kama, desires. Krishna says, kamesha krodhesha sarajagun samudbhavam mahasano mahapapma. Everybody is consumed by desires. We think that we are trying to fulfill our desires and become happy, but desires are actually consuming you, your energy, your time, your money, and your life. And then they are never going to come to an end. They are seed for other desires. Whatever desire you try to fulfill, people think if I fulfill my desire, then I'll be happy. No, then you become slave of it. Then it comes again. This is what people do not realize. So some people understand certain things, that this is what I wanted to do, I did not do it. Then they start doing it. Instead of transcending desire, you become implicated in them. It's very interesting. Some people, they misuse their intelligence. After understanding what are my conditioning, what are my samskaras which are conditioning me, then instead of transcending them, they say, oh, these are my samskaras, so I should fulfill them. But this is foolish idea. So the way you can become free from them, it says, karna piyusam asvadya tyajanti anyaspriham jana. That they give up other spriha, other desire. So anyavilasita sunyam, this is what it means. So anyaspriham putra kalatradi mokshanta spriham. So what is this other desire? What is this anyavilasha? Putraishna, vittaishna, lokaishna, and then mokshashna. Generally, desire for son. Son also means daughter. Right? This is excess samas. Otherwise, daughters feel left out. So, putrashna, putriyashna. In the Upanishad, in the Vedas, it is also written there that let me have a daughter who is vidushi, good quality. There are statements like that. So putrashna is both. And to have putrashna, if you have a desire for son, you have to have wife first. So the desire for wife is included in that. Right? You have desire for one thing that has some other mini desires behind it. Because to fulfill that desire, you need some other things, so you have to desire those things. So one desire is not one desire. One desire is a group of desires. Just like when you perform one activity, it is not one activity. It is a group of activity. If you say cook food, cooking food is not one activity. It has got small many activities. Getting vegetables, cleaning, cutting them, rinsing, putting the pot on fire, turning the fire on. All these are included in cooking. So like that, one desire has got many little desires. So Putrashna has many desires. Then Vittashna, desire for money. You have a son, then son wants ice cream. So you need money for that. So then desire for money will have many desires in it. You need qualification. Right? So patrata, to make money. Patratvat dhanam apnoti. You get money if you are qualified to have money. So many. Then lokashna. You have son, you have money. That is not enough. You also want little name and fame. People should also praise you. Oh, you have a nice son, you have a nice wife. Oh, you are rich. So lokashna. And then beyond that he says is moksha. Mokshanta. So up to moksha. Putra kalatradi mokshanta spriham. So all these tyajanti, they give up. These are all anyabhilasita. Natu vikriditam tyaktum shaknuvanti. But devotees cannot give up one thing, that is bhakti. So anyabhilasita sunyam, not having any other desire, does not mean not having any desire for bhakti also. So they cannot give up that. Aham tu tvam api tyaktum katham shaknuyamati bhava. So the meaning is this, that if devotees cannot give up bhakti, how can I give you up? You are personally present here. So that is the meaning of his statement. Then sayyasa natana sthana snana krida snadisu katham tvam prematmanam vayam bhakta stvajemahi. So he says that we are devotees and you are our beloved Priyam and Atmanam. You are most dear to us. You are our very self and we are your devotees. So how can we give up you? Even when we are sleeping, we are sitting, we are walking, we are doing something, taking bath, playing, eating. In all these activities, we cannot give you up. So this is also indicating how great Uddhava is. That Uddhava is remembering Krishna in all his activities. His activities are not independent of Krishna Smaranam. He is completely absorbed in that. So that being the case, naturally it is not possible for him to be without him, that Krishna lives and he stays behind. So he says, Kincha shayyadishu tvam bhakta pad samvahanadi nityam sevitvanto vayam katham tajema. He is taking another meaning here. It is not Uddhava is sleeping, Uddhava is eating. Krishna is sleeping, Krishna is eating, Krishna is playing, Krishna is sitting. So he says, we are always there to serve you. When you are sleeping, we massage your feet. When you are eating, we fan you, serve you. When you are playing, we play with you. So how can now we remain without you? Our life is circulating around you like the moon around the planet, or planets around the sun. So we cannot give you up. So that is the meaning. So he says, that's why he said that, please take me with you. Nath swadham nayam mamapi. So he will have some more requests to him, and then Krishna will reply to his questions. We'll stop here if there is any question. Sandeep.
Pranam Babaji Maharaj. So I was little thinking about that, put Krishna and Krishna is also taken, but not bhakti, but bhakti is. So this, like this commentary, Krishnaji is completely on from the bhakti point of view, because even moksha, why would moksha desire be taken as a
Because
desire for something?
devotees don't want moksha, that's what he's saying. I cannot live without you. When he says that, tyaktum samutsave natha, naham tavangri kalam chanardham api keshava. So moksha means he has to give up Krishna. But he says, I cannot give you up. So whether material engagement or free from all material activities, moksha, both are not desirable by him.
So actually, finally this Uddhav will be that Lata, Orange, I don't know what Bhagavatam will say about him subsequently.
According to story, Krishna tells him to go to Badrinath. That's what he instructs him.
Further, there is no description like where he goes.
No, he says that he go to Badrinath. So he goes to Badrinath. That's where on the way he met with Vidura. We studied this in 3rd canto. If you remember in the 3rd canto, in the very beginning, there's a meeting between Uddhava and Vidura. Because Uddhava was going to Badrinath, so he met him on the bank of Yamuna. Then only Vidura came to know that Krishna has left. There's a big dialogue between them. First few chapters of 3rd canto.
And one final thing, like these other devas were there in the other Yadavas. Uddhava, was there any deva in Uddhava?
It is not known, which deva was in whom. There is no mention. Except Pradyumna and Kamdeva, which came earlier, but which deva was in whom, at least Bhāgavatam doesn't mention. Maybe in some other Purana some mention is there.
Babaji, did I understand right that these 4 categories of desires, they include all desires besides bhakti?
Yeah.
So would then, for example, the desire, what about the desire for food or survival?
That's what I'm saying. Suppose you want your desire for money.
Yeah.
So then you need food also so that you can survive and make money. Right? It's understood. You have to study, get qualification, be healthy. If you fall sick, take medicine. So all that will be included in that.
Could it be also that food, let's say I try to make another path, if I think that food is there for survival and the basic survival desire is expressed by having a son, because if I have a son, then something continues living of myself. It could kind of go in both categories somehow. Or
Food will go in every category. Without food, there is nothing you can desire. If you don't eat, then the very basis of desire is finished. Okay.